Yes guys, Basher here. It is the Aintree Grand National Festival and here are all of my thoughts and selections for day one of the meeting. We kick things off in the 145, the Manifesto Chase, and this is a cracking race to kick off the meeting. We've got the Turners 1-2 rematch with Ginny's Destiny and Grey Dawning, but also we've got Ilete Tom stepping up in trip from the Arkle to make it a good three-way battle. Now at Cheltenham, Grey Dawning got the better of Ginny's Destiny, but I could see if Ginny's Destiny jumped the last two a little bit quicker, he would have been closer to Grey Dawning, but I always feel Grey Dawning had him covered, and with sort of progress in mind, I also think Ginny's Destiny has had a longer, harder season. Grey Dawning looks to be the play here, although Ilete Tom stepping up in trip is interesting, but for me, Grey Dawning wins the opener at even money. In the 220, it is the juvenile hurdle, and we see the great Sergino back on the racecourse. Obviously, he didn't make Cheltenham because of the Henderson bug that was going around. For me, he is head and shoulders the best horse here. But in terms of a punting proposition, it is tricky to get stuck into him. Don't get me wrong, he's the best horse, but you just do not know if Henderson horses are firing. He hasn't had very many runners, and it takes a brave man to really get stuck in at odds on. With that being said, I was all over Cargeese for the triumph. She bumped into Margeborough there. She ran a huge race, and I do think she has a good chance here. If Sergino isn't right up to his level, 7-2 on Cargeese looks to be a great price, and that might be the way I play it. I think I'm going to have Sergino in multiples with some short prices, but in terms of backing on the nose, it will be a small bet on Cargeese. If not, I'll just watch the race. The 255 is an absolute cracker. It is the bowl, and we've got Jerry Colombe versus Shishkin versus Corbett's Cross. Now, Jerry Colombe definitely has the form coming into this race. He's won at Aintree last year after a tough race in the festival, and he ran a huge second behind Galopin de Champs in the Gold Cup. That is outstanding form. And if that run in the Gold Cup has not taken out of Jerry Colombe, he must go in here. Now the 330 is the Aintree hurdle. It's a cracking race here between Bob Ollinger and Imperi Pass, and they have met before, and Bob Ollinger came out on top. Now that was in the Irish Champion hurdle at the Dublin Racing Festival. Over shorter, but they tried a different technique there. They had Imperi Pass out front trying to make all, and he didn't like it. It didn't work. He was a little bit too keen, didn't jump great, and this day they'll definitely drop him in. Now, Bob Ollinger has since won at Cheltenham. He's got good form. He comes here in red-hot form, but for me, Imperi Pass is just the younger, better horse, and with a lead, Imperi Pass will just wait, ping the last, and Imperi Pass will win. The 405 is the Fox Hunters, normally a race I completely missed, but I interviewed Ruby Walsh earlier, and he said Captain Tommy, he's been given word for, he's 50-1 each way. That will do for me. A small each way poke. Captain Tommy at 50-1. Come on, boys. The 440 is the Red Rum handicap chase over 2 miles, and it's an absolute minefield to try and find the winner. You've got Unexpected Party, who won nicely at the festival, has had a hike in the weights, and St. Rye, who was behind him that day, actually has a £10 swing. He's been lowered a couple, and Unexpected Party has been raised a couple, and there's a £10. And with that £10 swing, I really think that brings St. Roy into the action here. Obviously, Unexpected Party, it'd be no shock should he go in again, but a £10 swing in the weights. You know, St. Rod there, he's massively fancied and rated by the Mullins Yard to run a big race and have a big pot in him this season. One that I do like is Irish Blaze. Now, he's got good form in behind Mr. Policeman over in Ireland. He switched stables from Gordon Elliott. I think he's got a cracking chance to bring him over from Ireland. My two plays are Irish Blaze and St. Rye. The 515 is the Mayor's Bumper. You're a brave man if you're getting stuck into something here. I do like Honky Tonk Highway for the Skeltons. Won impressively on debut in similar conditions, obviously won't mind the ground, and we all know Dan Skelton wants that champion trainer title, and he's kept this one for Aintree. I think she could be quite smart. Honky Tonk Highway is going to be my selection. And around about the 9-2 mark, if you want to have a muggy each way, you can do that. But that is all my selections on day one. I hope you've enjoyed it. Hope you get in the comments. Let me know who you're backing on going all 3 days. If you see me, give me a shout. Hopefully we have lots of winners. I'll be documenting everything, so give me a follow, and I'll see you very soon. Come on, the boys.